Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and our boy Bruce Banner is blasting off again! Departing planet Earth for the stars beyond. And this time not because his dumb alter ego couldn't figure out how to work the controls. The Sakaaran courier craft that caused Jen and Bruce to veer off the road in episode 1 is now Bruce's lift as he leaves our solar system, leaving us to wonder, where'd Hulk go? We have been discussing some theories over the past week as to what message this Sakaaran courier brought, and now based on some clues with what Bruce is bringing with him and his general demeanor when he's talking to his cousin, we can narrow down the options and present the likeliest answer. And thanks to Boxu for sponsoring this video, more on their tasty offerings later. The first possible destination is the obvious Sakaar. The fact that Bruce recognized the ship that caused their car accident as a Sakaaran Class A courier craft tells us that Bruce, as Smart Hulk, must have spent some time during the blip learning about extraterrestrial spacecraft, because for the 2 years he spent as Hulk on Sakaar before Thor reverted him to human form in Ragnarok, Banner's mind had no memory of what had transpired.
I've been Hulk for 2 years? I'm afraid so. What the hell happened?
Bruce otherwise simply did not spend enough time on the planet of Sakaar to become familiar with the types of Sakaaran spacecraft, especially considering how clueless the guy was when he tried to pilot the Commodore.
Here, take the wheel.
No, I don't know how to fly one of these.
You're a scientist. Use one of your PhDs.
None of them are for flying alien spaceships!
That looks like a gun.
Also, you'll notice in that beach house lab was Hulk's Spartan-style gladiator helmet from the Sakaar arena, a helmet that Bruce certainly did not take with him when he fled the planet in Ragnarok. So Hulk must have either returned to Sakaar at some point in the past few years, or have been in touch with someone else from Sakaar who had sent him these things. So if Bruce now is returning to Sakaar, that could lead to this rumored World War Hulk title in Marvel Phase 6. This could adapt the Planet Hulk storyline that was partially adapted in the second act of Ragnarok. That was a storyline that featured Hulk as a gladiator warrior marooned on Sakaar after he was banished from Earth by the Illuminati. In the comics, Sakaar is ruled by the Red King. He's the one who oversees the gladiator combat, and when Hulk begins to band together with the other warriors, the Red King sends Kyra the Old Strong after Hulk, but Hulk and Kyra fall in love. They take over the planet and preside over a utopian Sakaar, but Kyra dies in an explosion and Hulk flips out. He blames those Earth heroes who banished him to Sakaar, declaring war on the Illuminati and pretty much all the Avengers, and this is how we get the World War Hulk storyline. Hulk unleashes hell on the Illuminati and the Avengers as a true world breaker Hulk, beating Black Bolt to a pulp, flattening Reed Richards, smashing the Thing's head until Hulk is eventually reined in by Sentry. Now there is another storyline following Hulk's son, Skaar, that is connected to this, because before she died, Kyra released a cocoon into a fiery swamp from which Hulk's son, Skaar, emerges. So here in the MCU, Bruce could be returning to the planet of Sakaar to deal with his son, Skaar. All of these comic storylines are possible, and I would love to see a World War Hulk title on Marvel's Phase 6 calendar, or just any title that allows Hulk to be Hulk again, even briefly, because as much as I love Rough Hulk, Hulk is meant to be a true uncontrollable rage monster, and overall, I think the MCU has done him dirty. We haven't really gotten to see this guy in Hulk form, I would say, since that gladiator fight on Ragnarok. They would not let him fight Surtur, Thanos kicked his ass, and we haven't gotten to see our big green meanie since. However, Bruce Banner's current state in She-Hulk is a big reason why I'm a bit skeptical that this trip on that Sakaar courier craft is leading directly to this kind of World War Hulk storyline. Because think about it, would Smart Hulk truly be the most useful figure to return to a warrior trash planet like Sakaar? Would he be as vicious or as lethal or effective in a Sakaar gladiator arena as his aggro monstrous self was? If Skaar was born from that savage version of Hulk, would Hulk's meeker, more academic alter ego Bruce really want to deal with whatever that drama is? And would he look so casual and carefree about it here on the ship? Like, notice Bruce's surroundings on that Sakaar courier craft. It's not a brig, like he was abducted and he was being extradited somewhere against his will. No, it's a comfortable office. He has his own personalized desktop setup with a fresh cup of coffee still steaming, which one must wonder, if it takes him several bottles of alcohol to get drunk, how many cups of coffee does it take him to get caffeinated? And also around the ship, notice he's got some belongings from the beach house. He's got that mighty hunk air horn and also the How to Hulk binder that he used to train his cousin Jen. So wherever he is going, Bruce looks like he plans on being gone for a while, and he's clearly going voluntarily. And the fact that he is bringing his research with him suggests that he is on a mission that requires his knowledge, something academic in nature, as a consultant, not as a warrior. Now, I've heard from a bunch of you New Rockstars viewers that you have already already signed up for Boxu, but for those of you unfortunate uninitiated, Boxu is amazing. It's a monthly subscription service that delivers premium Japanese snacks and tea pairings straight from Japan to your door. They source rare snacks from all over the country and partner with family businesses to make their own signature treats. All of this curated and delivered under a new theme every month. This is a box I got this month, and this month's theme is Midori Moments. So Midori means green in Japanese, and this box reflects the green rainy season in Japan. It's got a wide variety of wasabi, matcha, and fruit-flavored snacks. Let's try this Uji Matcha waffle cookie. Ooh, there's filling. It's like the perfect balance of like sweet and salty. Oh my God, it's good that they just put one of these in here because I need a million of these things. And here's a little trick that veteran subscribers like me know. When you really fall in love with a Boxu snack, you can order some direct from their site at a discount. Both I and the new Rockstars office have been receiving these boxes and we love them. I've seen some pics from the office during unboxing and it's just wild how excited everyone gets.
This one? Oh my God.
Plus, every time you get your Boxu in the mail, you can feel good knowing that you're supporting family businesses all the way in Japan. So if you want to get your own Boxu and enjoy your own Midori moment, click the link in the description and use the code ROCKSTAR to get $15 off your order. And we should also remember that this is a Sakaaran courier craft. This doesn't mean that the message came from Sakaar or that Bruce is necessarily returning to Sakaar. The Sakaarans might just provide a fleet of UPS-style messenger craft that plenty of other planets and societies all use. One theory I pitched last week on Inside Marvel was that Hulk might be being summoned as an expert witness or jury member for whatever trial Arishem brought Cersei and the other Eternals to, perhaps in front of the Living Tribunal, to ascertain the worthiness of planet Earth's existence. I truly hope that some kind of trial like that is going down somewhere in the cosmos of the MCU, but I don't really know what film or streaming title we would see it in. There are two areas of study that Bruce Banner is considered the MCU's foremost expert in. One is radiation, obviously.
It's like, I was made for this.
S.H.I.E.L.D. sought him out in the first Avengers film as the expert to track down the radiation signatures released by the Tesseract. Another is what Tony Stark in Age of Ultron called bioorganics.
You know bioorganics better than anyone.
By that, I assume Tony meant Bruce is an expert in how human tissue responds to radiation, like in the case of the Vision Synthezoid, the radiation of an Infinity Stone. Now, there are plenty of reasons throughout the cosmos people might want Bruce's expertise in these fields. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, an MCU film less than a year away, by the way, we are gonna meet the High Evolutionary, a scientist who experiments with animal tissue to synthesize beings like, probably, Rocket, and may have helped Aisha birth Adam Warlock. The way Will Poulter has described Adam Warlock is as a super powerful newborn infant, someone literally born yesterday, which to me sounds like Vision in Age of Ultron, but without a soul.
Because ginger kids have no souls.
So Bruce could have been summoned by the Guardians, maybe by the High Evolutionary, or by a group of scientists who build Adam Warlock in the comics, the Enclave, to consult on how to give Adam Warlock a soul the way Bruce and Tony imbued Vision with a soul. But ultimately, I think Marvel Studios may have already indicated their next immediate move for Bruce Banner by including him in the post-credits scene for Shang-Chi, consulting on the beacon in the 10 Rings, alongside Wang and Carol Danvers, a beacon that I now believe is summoning the alien race of the Kree. Ms. Marvel, with its 10 Rings Easter egg, indicated that there is some connection between the 10 Rings and the Bengals that I think we can assume are the MCU version of the Nega Bands, connected to the Negative Zone and Kree technology. Since Secret Invasion and the Marvels are coming next year, I think the likeliest option for Hulk's trip here is to join Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau, Nick Fury, and any of their Skrull allies in space. Hulk, as someone resistant to radiation, might be summoned to help free someone, Kamala Khan, from the Negative Zone, using the second bangle that exists somewhere off-world. And perhaps a Sakaaran ship was sent because, off-world, the cosmos is currently in the midst of a Kree-Skrull war, and a Sakaaran ship might be seen as a neutral courier craft that wouldn't be shot down by either side. So I pose a question to you, dear viewer. Sakaar, the Negative Zone, the High Evolutionary, the Living Tribunal, where do you think Hulk is headed? Follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Erik Voss, and subscribe to New Rockstars for more analysis of everything you love. Thanks for watching. Bye.